Shall we head back to the prehistoric times? That's where it all begins. Coal, oil, and gas, still the main energy sources of the modern world, are actually the results of nature's action on animals and plants that lived on the planet millions and millions of years ago. The organic remains turned into fossils, and layers after layer, they become part of the Earth's crust. Take natural gas, for example. It is extracted from those fossils that were gradually pushed by erosion onto the seafloor thousands of meters deep. So how do we know where it is? It is a tough mission and requires lots of expertise. Firstly, an explosion is needed. But don't worry, these are controlled explosions that produce vibrations in the Earth's crust, bringing rocks up to the surface. The rocks are then analyzed with special equipment that detects the presence of gas. Confirmed? Affirmative. It's now time to install an extraction platform to absorb the gas from the subsoil and take it to the first storage facility. From there, it's taken to lots of different places, including your home, the company where your mom works, or your school. The company responsible for transporting and storing gas in Portugal is called REN. The gas comes to Portugal in two different ways, either through the LNG terminal in Sines or through gas pipelines, which are a bit like the highway for gas. The gas arrives at the Sines terminal in liquid state and is stored in special tanks. Then it is transformed or regasified, meaning it is turned back into gas, so that it is ready to be used in all of our homes. Gas has an unmistakable smell, but did you know that it doesn't smell like this naturally? To make gas smell like gas, an odor is added to it. That way, you always know when there's gas around. This operation is carried out at gas regulation and metering stations before it continues its journey to the distribution networks. And from there, it is taken to people's houses. Unlike electricity, which is very hard to store, gas can be stored. REN has a huge underground storage facility near Figueira da Foz, where Portugal's backup gas reserves are kept, in greater or lesser quantities, depending on whether we use more or less energy. The fact that gas can be stored means that special care is required to ensure that it is safe and used properly. REN's network is composed of main gas pipelines and smaller branch pipelines. Together, they are over 1,300 kilometers long. The REN Portugal distribution network covers over 6,000 kilometers and brings gas to over 400,000 homes and businesses in Porto, Braga, and Viana do Castelo. Do you know how much that is? Imagine 6 round trips from the southernmost tip of Portugal to the northernmost. And this number is still growing. Both networks will soon be ready to receive other cleaner forms of energy, called renewable gases, such as hydrogen and biomethane, which will allow reducing the gas network's carbon footprint. Thanks to this invisible gas, we can light stoves, water heaters and boilers, keep ourselves warm, supply energy for gas-fueled buses and lorries, and run large industries. Gas is present in our everyday lives, but huge changes are on the way. The energy transition has already started and nobody can stop it. And this is where we're heading. We started in prehistory, didn't we?